Hello everyone. Today we're doing legs, and while we're doing legs, I'm going to be talking about exercise selection when you work out and don't have to get lost in the weeds of trying to do this, that, all these different exercises and just kind of things I've seen on social media with people saying things, just trying to keep it simple here and, give some advice. First exercise we're doing, leg extensions, good way to warm up the quads. Try to focus on squeezing really hard at the top. You should feel nice, contraction, blood flowing, but burning sensation up here at the top of your legs. Try to go back as far as you can with the machine. Get a good stretch, come all to the top, squeeze as hard as you can. We'll be doing 4 sets of these for about 10 to 15 reps, whatever we do. So I'm gonna start the first one. These are great. Target the quads really well. I know a lot of people, some people at least, saying out there that argue, machines versus free weights. Sort of like, especially like hypertrophy. I mean, they're both really good. I mean, there's no sense to exclude one or the other unless you have an injury or availability of equipment. But if they're both there and you can do both, definitely do both. And people talk about like squats for building big quads. If you like doing it, do it. You have arguments on both sides. People saying, I'm a world champion bodybuilder and I did squats all the time, or I never did squats and I still do good. I never touched a free weight. I only use machines. Like, they're both great, right? So it doesn't make sense to exclude one or the other. Do both. It wouldn't hurt you. That's what I do. I like to do squats, so I put squats in my training program. It makes it fun. It makes it leg day exciting. It's all preference, again, with that exercise selection. Just choose things you like, have a variety of exercises so you kind of cover all your bases, and you'll be okay. It doesn't have to be that complicated. So finish leg extensions. I'm going to do some hamstring curls. The thing I like to tell people this is kind of pull through the pad and bring your heel to your butt. Get a nice squeeze here on your hamstring. Get a nice contraction, squeeze, control it all the way up. Nothing glamorous really about doing hamstrings. They're kind of boring to do, but boring is okay. It's adding to that novelty thing. It doesn't have to be, doing these crazy exercises to get results. Sometimes just sticking to a routine and doing the same types of exercise every time is what you need to do. It may be boring sometimes, but it gets the job done. Try things, but you don't have to always be adding new things to your workout routine, whether you're a normal person, an athlete, training for a specific thing or whatever. Sometimes just what you like and what you feel good doing, just stick with that. Keep it simple. So we're doing 4 sets, again, 10 to 15 hamstring curls, starting with the first one. Again, nothing glamorous about doing hamstrings, but they need to be done. Easy first set, and 3 more like that. Keep it going. I'm done with hamstrings, well, at least that set of hamstrings. Now I'm on to back squat. We're shooting for 3 to 5 reps. Because it's my second exercise, it's not really gonna get as heavy as I have been doing, because I know I've been leading off with back squat. But that's okay, I'm not really aiming to focus on back squat today. Again, going into the theme of like exercise selection in your workout, you should start with whatever exercise you're trying to, or at least you feel like you want to improve on the most or give the most energy to. So typically on leg days, I want to do heavy squats, so I'll start with squats. So I'm not fatigued getting into it. If I started with, like I did with leg extensions or leg press or whatever, I can have all my energy ready to get to the squat. Today I'm not really focused on that, so it doesn't really matter. But again, you want to prioritize whatever you're trying to work on first, whether it be squat, bench press, deadlift, curls, or whatever you're trying to work on. You want to hit what you're trying to execute at a high level first. So getting to our first set of squats here. I'm all geared up and we'll be starting here. Okay, so first set moved better than I thought. Felt more like my first set when I started squat weights anyways. So that was at 275. So now we're gonna go to 300 and see how that feels. Because again, first set felt pretty good. So we got 300. If we can get 3, cool. If not, we'll see how it feels. Feels good. Yeah, felt good. 300 for 3. Good. Probably could have done 4, but kind of felt iffy about that one. But 300 for 3 is good for second set. So we'll keep on working with that. So finished with squats and just finished with 300 for 3. Now we're gonna finish off the entire workout with superset. Supersetting this kind of hack squat machine here and hamstring curls like we did earlier, just to finish off the workout. So that's it. Nothing crazy. 3 hard-working exercises. Finish strong. Keep my music going too. So first set was a little easy. So yeah, kind of limited on how much weight I can add on because I'm running out of space on the bar. But we're just gonna try and do more reps, maybe a little, slow the tempo down a little bit. So second set. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a big difference. One variable I feel like a lot of people don't change sometimes is tempo. Just going a little slower, increasing that time on attention. When you hear my breath, how much harder it was compared to the first set. Really good variable change. Whew. Man. Yeah, so if ever something is feeling a little mundane, you really don't want to change too much or not much is available, change the tempo up. Big difference. So that is one thing I will give machines that are free weights is kind of changing the tempo up where you can really focus on the eccentric or downward movement of an exercise and feel safe and secure. Whereas free weights, you have to really hope you have a really good spotter and kind of not be afraid of the weight coming down on you, no matter what weight exercise you're doing. Machines, a lot of time, they have a fixed range of motion, or if you go all the way down or fail into a failing point, it'll stop no matter what. Or you have safety mechanisms in the actual machine. Or like this that has like a peg, where I can't go any lower than that. So if I fail, it's gonna hit that peg no matter what. As opposed to a squat, I mean, you have safety racks, but if you're not comfortable failing with the bar on you, then you probably wouldn't want to do that. But yeah, machines are really good for changing up the tempo and feeling safe compared to free weights. But again, you can still do it with free weights. You just have to make sure you have all your safety equipment set up properly, and you know how to fail safely on that exercise. But anyways, got one more here. Legs are feeling pretty tired, so we'll finish with that one, and then I'm kind of getting to my time cap I set for myself in my workouts. So last set. Here we go. Oh boy. And there we go. That's a leg workout. And the next thing crazy, super simple, is, catch my breath. Just kind of review what we're talking about. You don't need too much novelty in your workouts. Just sometimes the tried and true stuff. No matter if you're a regular person, athlete, sticking to basics and just executing well. Exercise doesn't create the adaptation. Execution creates adaptation. So just doing squats won't get you bigger legs or help you increase vertical jump. How you do those squats get you those results. So just something to keep in mind. It's not the exercise, it's how you do it. But anyway, that's my leg workout. Thanks for watching. See you next time.